In this episode of Bucket of Cars, I'm going to get this 2013 F250 back up and running. Or will I? Stay tuned. Okay guys, so I just picked up this work truck not that long ago. Drove it for a couple days, seemed great. All of a sudden one day it wouldn't start. I ended up doing what I felt was kind of funny and cool, was the I was going to say world's quickest, but it was the quickest YouTube video of a will it run, and I did it as a short on this vehicle. And the fix that we did was the fuel pump, and it worked. Take a look at the video here, but a disclaimer, it only worked for a short time. The vehicle stopped running again shortly after, and that's what this video is about. This is the quickest will it run video on YouTube with this 2013 F250. First, try and start it. It won't start. You get frustrated because it was running yesterday. Ah! Learn from the internet that it's probably the fuel pump, and you can either start it by cycling the keys a couple times or pump it like a 1970s vehicle. Let's give it a go. She started. Get a fuel pump from the internet and throw it in it. Try it with the new fuel pump and see if it runs. She runs. Quickest will it run video on YouTube. Less than a minute. Please subscribe. So like I said, that little short video, will it run, it did get it running. It seemed to fix the issue until the next day we went to go drive it again, and it stopped running. It didn't want to crank again. Same exact issue. In fact, it actually got a little worse, because even when the vehicle did run for a little bit, usually it would always start right away. After that video, it just would only turn over, and you'd really have to pump the gas to get it going again. Did some searches, we thought that maybe it was the spark plugs, because the truck's got super low kilometers, only 130. Bought it at auction, and so we ended up trying to change the spark plugs on this truck, and rightfully so. We threw some parts at it. At the time, it wasn't throwing any codes, so we ended up throwing some new spark plugs. They're just sitting over here. I got a couple extras, a couple that I took out, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see how really worn and crappy these spark plugs are. That one's actually one of the better ones. Let's do this. I'll turn these around. Sorry. I don't know if you're able to see just how worn out some of these are. Really, that one's got, there we go. Look at this one. It doesn't even have the point on it anymore, and the gap is just huge. Some of this was some of the ceramic, I think it's ceramic anyways, was even broken on some of the spark plugs. They were just super worn out. I mean, look at the end of that one. It's all white and corroded. So I was in really high hopes that, oops, sorry, I covered the screen there. I was really high hopes that would fix the issue. And it didn't. It kept going. It kept not wanting to start and everything like that. So we kept on doing the old Google. Let me just turn this so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. We kept on doing the Google to try and figure out what the heck was going on with this truck. It really honestly felt like when the truck sat, the fuel was back bleeding out, and that's why we originally changed the fuel pump, because a lot of people were saying that was the issue. After that, we were like, okay, well, we're not having a fuel issue anymore because it's got a brand new fuel pump with a brand new check valve in it. The fuel is not, it could have been, I guess, draining into the engine if there was bad injectors, but having such low kilometers, I really didn't think that was the issue. And we were kind of at a loss until I saw one thread, and a lot of them were saying injection pump, or sorry, not injection pump, a fuel pump. A lot of them were saying that the fuel pump connection on the fuel pump was bad. I didn't think that was the case. Luckily, ours was easy to get to. We just ripped up some of the wood to get to the fuel pump. And then one comment in one of the threads said that it was, sorry, I got a neighbor driving away. One comment in one of the threads said that it was a purge valve. And it wasn't the original poster. It was just one guy that said, hey, I had the same issue. It's going to be getting fixed at the shop tomorrow. And then you scrolled down and then it said, hey, I forgot to say, the truck's fixed. It ended up being the purge valve. Well, it turns out that the purge valve on this truck is what the issue was as well. The reason it never got really recorded was because this is a work truck. It was a little slow for my business, and I had my guys do the fuel pump. I had my guys do the spark plugs. I actually ended up changing the purge valve. We kept on throwing codes, we kept on throwing parts at it, and the code, I think, was a misfire. I'll try and get a picture up on the screen here of what the code actually was. And it wasn't really related to, say, the purge valve. I think there may have been even an O2 sensor code on this truck. I'll have to look back. But anyways, I'm just going to show if anyone else has an issue with a Ford 6.2 gas and it just won't start. When you turn the key, it turns over, it turns over, it turns over. If you pump the gas like crazy, it will finally start, but then it runs like garbage. The second you put it in drive, it stalls. You have to literally rev the engine, warm it up like crazy before you can take it for a drive. Your purge valve might be the issue. Super easy change. The only tool that's required is an 8mm wrench or ratchet, and the electronic plug unplugs very easily, and it's a quick connect for the hose that's there. Super easy. I think it costs around 70 bucks Canadian, so not a very expensive part, but it fixed the issue. We threw a fuel pump at it. We changed all 16, yeah, you heard me right, 16 spark plugs on this thing, including one coil because it cracked when it came out, and that didn't fix the issue. Purge valve for 70 bucks, changed the issue. So here it is. This is where it is. The purge valve is right there, and it's got two bolts, one on the top, one on the bottom there. I'm just going to change the angle on so that I can see what I'm pointing at. There we go. The clip is just right there. Can you guys even see? It's a little dark. The clip is just right there, and then behind that clip, yeah, you can see a little bit of green there. That's where the quick connect is for the hose. And the one thing that they said was these should be, if you disconnect that and unplug the hose, there should be no air coming in or out of that valve. It should be automatically closed. What I did was I actually just removed it because it was super easy to take out. And once I had the clip, or sorry, the purge valve removed, I just blew in it, and I could blow a little bit of air through there. So then I threw the new purge valve in. Like I said, it cleaned it right up. So will it run? Yeah, it runs. I got the key. You guys can see. Not really a will it run video, but it was. I just didn't really show the diagnosing of it and everything like that. But this truck, she's cold right now. Ugh, get the key in there. She runs fine, and that was the issue, is it just wouldn't run before. So thanks for watching, guys. I know it's a quick video. It's not really a will it run, but if you want to see more will it run videos or any other videos from me, I got other vehicles, and guess what? They don't run. So please like and subscribe to stay tuned. And I'm thinking of giving away one of my hats or toques or something like that once I hit 1,000 subscribers. We're well on our way. You guys have been supporting me like crazy, liking and sharing and subscribing. I really appreciate it. We've had such huge growth with such minimal videos. Thanks very much. You guys take care out there. Bye.